Wagwan guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Got a nice little video for you. I'm gonna have it playing for you in the background, so y'all can check that out. But basically, I'll narrate it, and I'll kind of give you the lay down of what's happening here. So they're in a grocery store, obviously, right? And this lady is in one of those buggies that you can ride in, right? The electrical motorized vehicles that the stores have. This guy says something to her. He called her name, or he said something to her. They weren't bothering nobody. They was in the store shopping. This irate, disgruntled old man. And it reminds me of it was an incident that happened, and very similar to this, and it reminds me of it. But basically, he calls her out, and he approaches this lady, and at the end of the day, like, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to run for help, and like hide and scream and say, "Help me, help me, help me"? This lady did not decide to do that. She decided to defend herself, rightfully so. And then when you think about it, this is like a very old guy, and he's picking with this young lady. That's ridiculous, man. At the end of the day, it's like, that's ridiculous. He approached her, and then you know what? He walks away, and then he re-engages. Just ridiculous. And they're not doing. He approached her multiple times. Okay, so you can cut all that out. You can cut out that, you know, she's the one who engaged and she was being violent. No, this man was verbal, and then it turned physical. Not promoting violence by any means. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not saying like, hey, promoting this video as, a just thing to do. I'm saying, like, time and time again, these situations happens, and then this guy gets put on. He obviously gets put on the floor, right? Luckily, this woman, there was no bodily harm done to her, right? Luckily. But this is just one of those instant karma moments where at the end of the day, man, it's like, what's going through this guy's mind? It was this one video. I can't remember the details of it, but in a broad scope of things, it was a guy on the street, and this dude came up to him shouting racial slurs, and basically, I believe, like, maybe even tried to at him, like tried to attack the guy. The guy, defending himself, punches this guy. Okay, this guy ends up dying, passing away. You know what I'm saying? He was an elder guy too, and I'm like, after a while, when you keep seeing this reoccur, you gotta pick up on it. It's just one of those things where, in the society, at the end of the day, people, and I'm gonna end on this. People, man, you got some haters, and haters, we all know haters come in all different shape, form, period, right? That haters they're not just one group set of people. Haters can be anybody, right? But you have this thing going on where if somebody can chunk you down, they will. And that's what it is at the end of the day. And it's two females. This guy just wants to antagonize, and then things turn physical. This is just, to me, when you see this continuing to happen, you can only put up your, like, what's you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of all this, man? And it's sickening. And the cops should be called on the, for the situation, and this guy should be, you know what I'm saying, he needs to be put behind bars, right? I mean, seriously, like, what's at the end of the day, like, You know, this is ridiculous. And videos like this surface all the time and nothing happens. You never hear anything from it. It's just one of those incidents, one of those occurrences. And it's like, this is a trend where when people don't have anything, they look to chunk you down. And if they could, and if they can, they will. And it's ridiculous where you have to live like this. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Ridiculous, man. Peace, guys. I'm out.